Now when Mars is in the 10th house from the Lagna Lord, so when Mars is in the 10th house from the Lagna Lord, which means the Lagna Lord is 4th from Mars. What does this mean? Mars in the 10th house is a very strong placement, very strong energies. Mars does very well in the 10th house apart from the Sun, because both of these are giving you very high energy in your career, in your vocation, in your department, in your team, and many times to be able to stand up for your department. Sometimes these people become the greatest support for their supervisors, for their managers, for the top establishment. However, if Mars is not well placed, these people get into the most ridiculous situations, ridiculous fights, ridiculous antagonism toward their supervisors, toward their managers. Usually these people, they are not in the middle, they are at the borders. Either they get a lot of appreciation, acknowledgement, no growth, or they get good growth, good increment also. However, they may not be appreciative enough, they may not be acknowledged enough. By sheer effort, they are growing through the ranks without getting so much effort. So this is a strong placement of a self-made person. Against all odds they grow. Sometimes they fight and they make their way up, and that's why sometimes their growth is slow. So if you're fighting with your supervisors, or you're finding fault, or you are the ones who's raising your hands in meetings and maybe identifying or highlighting other people's errors for the sake of your department, nothing wrong in that. But if you do that regularly, then, or if you are also pulling up your boss for what they are not doing right, then you can always expect that your growth will be slow. However, this can still be a placement where such people can be very good taskmasters. If they given a task, the bosses, the supervisors can surely depend on them. So many times these people become the problem solvers, troubleshooters for their managers, for their supervisors, for their department. And if there is one person in a time of need, the supervisor, the manager, the higher up can stand up, can look up to for somebody who can be the fighter for them. This is the person with Mars in the 10th house from the Lagna Lord.